Oh, what's going on, everybody? I swear, every single time something like this comes up, we find some kind of weird little damage glitch or something like that. We find something out here in the game. The first thing some of these other content creators do is immediately post this stuff. They immediately post it. They want to show everybody in the whole flipping world that this stuff comes on. Me, I waited one full month. One full month. And here's my biggest issue with guys like y'all, not my viewers, but the developers and these other content creators. My number one problem that I have with you guys is this. And I'm going to leave it as simple as possible. You guys have so much pull from the developers themselves that if you show a glitch, which KVD, you showed how to do the damage glitch, but you weren't banned. You just showed another one that is literally plaguing the dark zone right now, the DZ. And guess what happens? You and Kong Styles just did the same thing right now, the other day, and posted this thing. And people praise you for showing this stuff. Me, I wasn't wanting praise. I wasn't wanting to try to get this out. I waited 1 month before I posted anything about this. And I just found out about 3 or 4, maybe 5 days ago, I'd say about 5 days ago, we found out that this entire thing, this invisibility glitch that's in the dark zone right now, has been in this game for 9 months, 9 full months. So you're going to sit here and criticize a guy like me who's actually actively trying to do the exact same thing as what you guys just did of posting a video on, hey, this is how it works. Oh, it's messed up. And you got guys on your channels who support you because you're showing how it's messed up and everything else. I did the exact same thing. I did the exact same thing as what you did. And you know what ends up happening? Hey, you're not going to get shit. You're not going to get a fucking thing done to you because you have the devs in your pocket. Period. That's all it is. That's the only difference between me and you. I do the exact same thing as what you do. And I wait and I try to communicate with Morton. I try to communicate with Yannick. I try to communicate with the Ubisoft group. I do everything I possibly can and exhaust every resource I can possibly think of. And I get nothing. But you guys can get them on this stuff immediately and talk to them, but you don't do so. You don't do so. Why? Because you want the views. You want these likes. You want that because you need the money. Not me. I don't need the money. Those guys like them, they need the money. And you guys who are out here supporting these guys, saying that they're doing a good job, tell me how this does not affect PvP. Again, I'm a guy who plays all aspects. I play PvE, I play conflict, I play PvP in the dark zone, I play everything. And the reason why I do that is because I don't want to be limited to one spectrum. I want to be able to say, hey, I've done this. I see your problem. I see what you're complaining about. I see what your issue is. I have the same issue. Let's talk about it. But these guys right here will literally freely say, hey, use this, blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is broken. Let me just throw this right out here the very next day that I did it. I mean, literally on a stream, you go and you do this on live stream, and then you post it the very next day. You did it for likes, and that's it. That's all you did it for. You didn't give two shits about the community. You didn't give two shits about the game. Me, I'm an actual guy who does give a shit. I love this game. I love it. It's a fun game. But with as many bugs as going on right here, this game needs to burn. It needs to go in the trash. And you know what? At this point right here, I'm glad that MW2 is coming out here in a little while, because once it is, I'm going to be on that. Because I'm done with the hypocrisy. If they fix everything in the DZ, they fix all this stuff, I'll be back. I will be back. Until this is done, there's no point, because it's stupid. You guys criticize guys like me who try to help, who actually went out here. And this is my biggest problem for anybody who's watching or sees this. My biggest problem was this: I was fine with the ban. I was completely fine with it. Why? Because I used it. I used said glitch. I'm fine with the ban. Completely 100% okay with the ban. But I got big enough balls, unlike these guys, to accept a ban that they won't even take because they use a glitch. They use an exploit. You don't see them asking for a ban. I said I would freely accept a ban because I used it. These guys won't, because they don't have the balls to stand up and do that. That's right, you little twat waffles. I swear to God, you guys, you big content creators, suck ass. You destroy games like this when you do that stuff. And you say I do it and I destroy it when I do it, but when you do it, it's all fine. It's all fine and dandy. It's bullshit. It's straight up bullshit. The hypocrisy of this game is mind-boggling. It's baffling. At this point right now, I still love this game. I don't know why. But right now, until this stuff gets fixed, I'm done. After I did all my testing, I didn't step foot in the dark zone unless I had a full crew of people who I knew weren't going to mess with it or anything else. Didn't even touch it. Didn't even touch the dark zone. You can ask them. I have stayed out of the DZ because of those glitches, because I don't want to be the guy who uses it on said people. I don't want to be that guy. I tested it at that time because I don't want to affect a game that I love that much. Now, did what I show affect it? Yes, but I took my time. I waited and I did everything I possibly could to get these developers to actually listen. And I can show you tons and tons of messages that I sent out, but it won't change your minds. Why? Because I'm the bad guy. So, like Scarface, say goodnight to the bad guy. Say goodnight to the bad guy. Because all these other guys right now, KVD and all these other ones, are doing the exact same thing, but you won't jump on their asses. That shows your hypocrisy as well. Either you're for no glitches, like I am, even if it's still showing the glitch on how to fix it, but you're still for no glitches, no exploits of whatsoever, or you're for them. You are either for them or you're against them. You need to take a pick. If you are for glitches, you support those videos and those people showing this stuff, period. Or you are against them, period. If you're against them, you will stop watching their stuff and you will actually say, enough is enough. You guys need to be banned for doing said stuff, period. It is an exploit. You are using a piece knowing damn well what it will do, and you purposely walk into the dark zone using this. Just like using the door. You know that glitch is in there, even though it's just a broken mechanic with the door. You knew about it. You walked in, you used said door, you went to the safe house, you used the safe house, you did it. You knew, just like these guys. They are complicit with knowing what they're doing, and they're taking it into the dark zone. So either you're for them being banned or you're not. And that's it. That's all it is. Now, I've seen tons of other people who've been commenting on other stuff who've been sitting there saying, I said the same thing on their channel, on their videos. And you know what happens? They get blocked or deleted. You know why? Because they don't want people to say that kind of stuff. They're trying to hide that. It's mind-boggling. Like, I'm sitting here watching Twitter. I'm sitting here, and you know what? This is what gets me the most. All these big content creators, the guys who've got like 50, 20, 15,000, 100,000, 200,000, or anything like that. You know what they're doing? They're supporting that other guy who just showed it versus calling him out. But they'll call out the other guys, the lower guys below 10,000. They'll call them out and say, these guys need to be banned. But they won't call them out because it helps them. The hypocrisy of these content creators is baffling. So here in what, 15 minutes supposedly, I think at noon, we found out at noon today, we're going to be doing MW2 at 1 o'clock Eastern, noon Central Standard Time, 11 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, and at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We're going to have MW2 active. So at about 13 more minutes right now on my clock, we're going to go live with MW2 because I'm tired of this shit. I want the game fixed. I want to come back to the Division 2. I want to. I love this game, but I'm done with it right now until these glitches and all this other bullshit gets fixed. So, again, if you guys want to be a part of my kind of shit, you really want to support me or whatever, I'm here to also support you. If you guys want to come over and join an MW2 and you see me on there, come in, join in. I'm going to create a clan called the JAC, and it's going to stand for Just Act Cool. You know, just act cool. So if you want to be a part of that, by all means, we got the Discord link in here, a proper Discord. The previous one had a few hiccups and some issues beforehand. And to all you guys who hate this, I hate to tell you, but Nothing But Skills played you. If he actually told you the whole truth, you'd know. And there's people in here who actually know. But I'm going to leave it at that. From now on, it's a new game, new setup, new deal. And we're going to take some shit. We're going to come in here and start destroying people. Again, even with Activision. Like I said, if I go to a different game and see the same kind of bullshit that I see over here with Division, we're going to call it out. We're going to make sure that these games get fixed. And the last piece I want to leave y'all with before I turn this off is if you go watch one of my live streams or you go watch one of my videos here recently, we talk about the bloody knuckles, right? How new are the bloody knuckles? Pretty new, right? So you cannot tell me that the developers did not fuck this up with their current group, because the bloody knuckles proc off of you, not just your enemy. So if you think that the developers are doing a good job on the Division, even with all this other stuff that's going on, just think about that. They put something else in there. There might be another glitch that's linked to that. We'll find out here shortly because someone else might find it. Because there's something up with the bloody knuckles if it's procking off its own player. And some people's gonna be testing that. Won't be me. I ain't gonna be there. But y'all watch. I'm telling you right now, it's just gonna get worse for the Division until the developers actually stand up and take a stance and fix it. Your best thing to do, developers, if you want to listen to this as a business expense, is turn your shit off for as long as you need. Fix the damn game. Actually fix it. Until it's fixed, don't start it back up. Yeah, you're going to piss off a lot of players. They might go to a different game. But at least you know your shit will be fixed and you'll find out what's wrong. Yeah, it's going to cost you. But it's going to cost you more than what it's costing you right now. So I'll see y'all in a little bit.